Sorry everybody for the late announcement and late arrival, but I'm here! I'm here. I was just fighting Goku, fighting Vegeta, increasing my power level, just like an ordinary human being. Totally normal, that's what you do every time you play a Dragon Ball game, right? And here I am, ready to begin the fight, and also the excitement of a new game suggested by one of my friends, Mr. Hero Gaming today. So it's gonna be really fun to try a new Dragon Ball game after it's been a very long time ago since we actually played a Dragon Ball game, pretty much since I believe we played it like years ago, because I remember the number one game I really liked was Dragon Ball Kakarot, and that was one of my top favorite Dragon Ball games. And I know Dragon Ball is known to be as a gaming franchise, it is known to have one of the very exciting anime fighting fast-paced combat games, like for example Dragon Ball Strikers, I believe it's called. Then there was like one which had like DBD-ish kind of mechanics into it, so that was pretty insane. Sparkling Zero was a very phenomenal one. I remember Sparkling Zero, I believe a lot of people mentioned that Sparkling Zero was one of the most awesome, highly animated visual game that people really loved. It was probably one of the best fighting games in existence back in the days, so that was cool. Oh yeah, Dragon Ball FighterZ. Sorry, Dragon Ball FighterZ, that's the name of the fighting game. With really cool visuals as well, which is pretty intriguing. Kakarot was the RPG game, which I really loved, so... Sparkling Zero was one of my favorite games. I really like Sparkling Zero just for the animation. The animation part was top tier, so I had nothing to complain about Sparkling Zero in my case. Not sure if a lot of people really like Sparkling Zero, but I really loved it. It was a very awesome game. But either way, I apologize to all of you for the late stream. I just had some tech issues which I had to finish. I fixed them, but now I'm officially here, ready to entertain you guys. You're becoming fucking Dragon Ball moment. Everybody, scream together and say, Super Saiyan 2! And then transform into a Super Saiyan. And then you just wear a bigger wig and just taking a big deep breath, just like you're taking a big dump in the toilet, and be like, Super Saiyan 3! Imagine you're taking a big ass shit in the toilet. That's what you gotta do. You just gotta go in position, like taking a shit position. You take a deep breath, and you just get the biggest ounce of fucking Dragon Ball shit coming out of your ass, and scream as much as you can in the utmost optimistic and courageous way to transform. Even though that's not exactly how it is in Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball was a very intriguing, franchise and story, because Dragon Ball, it takes a lot of courage and determination and training. A shit ton of training. I mean, look at Goku. The way his story pretty much grew about him, reaching autonomous Ultra Instinct, the insane level of training was insane. But he was also a character that he always were determined to climb higher ranks, which was one of the most inspiring characters in anime existence. To be fair, it was interesting how much he didn't know anything besides fighting, so that's fine, because he was just very passionate into, being stronger, but he generally had a heart. Yes, he may not be the brightest soul in the universe. I mean, may I remind you guys that in the Dragon Ball universe, he was the only character that literally said that he thought marriage was a food instead of marriage. He thought getting married is food. Like, everything he thought about was food. So, how the fuck can you mistake marriage for food? How can you do that? Apparently Goku can, because that's all he ever cared mostly about, food. He had no idea about relationships, he didn't really care much. Anything that involves food and fighting, he's always top of his game, and always determined. But when it comes to anything else, it was crazy. Yes, he loved his son. When he did get married to Chi-Chi, and he had his son, I mean, technically, he became more of a responsible-ish father, and I'm saying ish because technically he forced his son to train like him, even though his mother, Chi-Chi, didn't actually wanted him to become a Super Saiyan. He just wanted her son to have a normal life. But knowing his father influenced him to become a Super Saiyan, just like his dad, Goku. So it's a very cool franchise. There's so much about Dragon Ball. It's very complex. And that's what makes Dragon Ball so cool and so popular. Like, Dragon Ball has been popular for many years and even till this day. Especially new games coming out. This is a new game, by the way. It's free to play on Android and Steam. So this was mentioned by Hero. He's the one who mentioned this. He told me, like, this is one of his, like, very super awesome games that he's addicted to now. Which makes me very hyped because I am a big Dragon Ball fan. Yes, I may not be a nerd because I watch so many animes, but the moment I played the Kakarot game, which was one of the most awesome RPG game, I fucking loved it so much that I was like, you know what? An anime game, sign me up. There are other cool anime games, which I think they're pretty cool. Like, to give you guys an example, One Piece, they have a turn-based RPG. And I think it was pretty cool. I believe it was called One Piece Odyssey, if I'm not mistaken. It's a very intriguing-looking game. There was even Attack on Titans. They had their own game as well, where basically you can play as the soldiers and you can kill like titans there. It's a fighting. I think it was an ARPG, more likely. So like, it's really cool. There's an Attack on Titan game which is really popular. I'm not sure if it's still popular till this day, but I know for a fact that people know that game pretty damn well. So there's a lot of cool fighting games and anime games, right? The only thing is that not all anime games are that popular. Like, to give you another example, Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer, they have a fighting game. Is it popular? Perhaps. Is it one of the most coolest fighting games? In my opinion, I don't think so. Because I think it's cool what they were trying to do. Animation is top tier, but there's so much errors with it, like frames just very messy. Ping, like, I think they have peer-to-peer connection, if I'm not mistaken, or I could be wrong. Like, it lags a lot. Performance is garbage. So there's a lot of issues with most fighting games because they're not properly optimized. At least not for the time being, I should say. But it's a nice, cool game. It's a nice, cool fighting game, but there's a lot of problems with it. So, yeah. It's an interesting thing for sure, but there's so much fixing that needs to be done in most fighting games which are anime-based. Other than that, they're pretty cool. Like Jujutsu Kaisen as well, there's a fighting game for Jujutsu Kaisen. Absolutely wonderful. It's got incredibly awesome visuals, especially if you play Gojo. If you play Gojo in Jujutsu Kaisen, he's got, you know, the... I'm not sure if he can use the power of the Infinity Void. So he can, like, pull out his domain expansion, and he puts, like, his Infinity Void. They have, like, this really cool domain expansion animation, which plays very well in the fighting game, where you basically change the environment as part of the domain expansion, which is pretty fucking awesome. Although I would love to see a fucking Chainsaw Man fighting game. That shit would be so cool. I mean, don't get me wrong. Chainsaw Man RPG, I'm not sure how they can make it work, but they can possibly try. I'm not sure how they can make it into an RPG. I don't know. Fighting game would be pretty dope, though. Like, they can add a lot of devils. I think it would be pretty insane. I think as an RPG game, they can make it work to a certain degree, because they can make it to a point where it follows the story of the original anime, and then they can make it, for example, you fight just normal-ass devils. You build your devil power based on how many devils you fight, because even though that's not how the anime works, because technically the way it works is that in the Chainsaw Man universe, the more the devil gets feared, the stronger the devil becomes. So it's not about, you know, fighting a lot of devils. Drinking their blood doesn't actually make you stronger in Chainsaw Man. It only heals you. But if you do take a contract of a devil, like let's say Chainsaw Man takes a contract of the Eternity Devil, and the Eternity Devil can give him a piece of his flesh. If he eats it and he has a contract, Chainsaw Man can become stronger. He can get the powers and benefits based on the contract. So there's a lot of complexity about Chainsaw Man, which makes it pretty cool. At the same time, I'm not sure how they can make it work in a game. There is possibilities that they can make it into an RPG, but it would be very different than the traditional RPG. But it would be pretty damn dope to see, though. Like, I don't know what kind of game people can do with Chainsaw Man, but I would love to see a game out of it. I think it would be pretty awesome. You know what would be nice, actually? Actually, you know what they can do? This is just my opinion, though. Imagine they can do it like this. You fight devils as Denji or whatever devil you are, and then when you generate enough blood, you can activate your devil form. Because technically speaking, if you guys watch the anime, Denji is not able to transform to his full devil form if he's low on blood. So technically they can do it that if he consumes enough blood, he can activate his devil powers and he can transform. It's the same thing with other devils. They cannot function if they're low on blood. They will probably die and they will pretty much, their powers would be significantly very weak. So they can make it work, but you know, I'm just getting excited because I would love to see a game, but who knows how long that's gonna happen before a company decides to take this project and turn it into... I'm pretty sure Chainsaw Man will have a game of its own. I'm pretty convinced. Because the Chainsaw Man film, it generated billions of revenue. Not millions, billions of revenue. So anyone out there that comes to me and say, Nathan, Chainsaw Man sucks, I will tell you, that's fine, but that's not what the 3 billion says. Like, you might tell me Chainsaw Man sucks, I tell you, then explain to me how they made 3 billion revenue out of it. Clearly it doesn't suck, otherwise they wouldn't have made all that money. It literally surpassed Demon Slayer in under 4 freaking days, man! It surpassed Demon Slayer in a matter of days. It generated way so much revenue that Demon Slayer didn't even come close, and Demon Slayer broke a record of the revenue that they made from the movie, from the Infinity Castle. Chainsaw Man, it broke insane, even further record than Demon Slayer. But then again, MAPPA has always been, in my opinion, the #1 company when it comes to animation. But the fact that they broke such an insane record, which is billions, not even millions of yen. They made billions of yen. It's crazy, right? It's crazy numbers. And there's no way any anime can generate that much. You know, and there's a lot of popular anime, but billions of dollars, man, like, fuck. Billions of dollars is crazy, man. Like, there is something crazy. Although, I think Chainsaw Man may not be suitable for people that doesn't like, you know, gore or action, so that's fine. For me, Chainsaw Man is a bit too much for my stomach, way too blood. Yeah, I understand. That's the thing that might be a little bit too much for some people. It has insane level of gore. It has insane level of psychological mindfucks. It has an incredibly insane level of fighting animation. But what I like about it, it's interesting how the story shifts. So it's a psychological horror film. So, series or franchise, I should say. So it's quite intriguing. But I'm just a person who I think I fell in love with Chainsaw Man because it's one of those really awesome horror movies that have, well, not horror, like not fully horror. It just has horror elements to it, and I just loved how like psychologically mindfuck the story really is, in a good way too. Like it has its moments where it's awesome and wholesome, then it has its moments where it gets even darker, and I think that's what really makes it intriguing. Like, I do like those kind of stories, you know, but that's just me. That's just my own passion about it. But yeah, if you're if you're a Chainsaw Man lover, I'm a big fan, and I just want you to be my friend, because I would watch Chainsaw Man all day long with you. That is like way, way beyond my favorite anime. And I sincerely have a big soft spot for Demon Slayer, but Chainsaw Man, I think, with how they're pushing out the animation and everything else, they're doing a lot of awesome stuff with it. So yeah, Chainsaw Man became something insanely huge. So I'm a big fan of Chainsaw Man. A huge, huge fan. So yeah, absolutely amazing. Alright. So, let me go ahead and say hello to all the people in. So, welcome on in Husky, Maxine, Mr. Hero, welcome on in Bowser Boy, Aldrin, welcome on in, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Ace, welcome on in, my guys. Thank you for joining in. Sorry for the late stream, but we are here and ready to have fun. So, I'm very excited to begin. Are you guys ready to watch me transform into a Super Saiyan and kick some ass? It's gonna be a lot of fun. And also, we have our guest as well. You guys will get to meet the legendary hero as well, so this is gonna be really cool. Also, I just noticed something. Wait a minute. I just noticed something. Wait. Don't tell me. Ah, shit, on a stick. Give me guys 1 second. Give me guys 1 second, I want to try something. Ah, I knew it. Oh my god, I knew it. Fucking knew it. I knew it. This is crazy. I saw those, like, floppy ears because I have the updated version with the floppy ears and all that. And I didn't realize that this one is a little bit different than the other one. Because this one has the floppy ears one, and the other one doesn't have the floppy ears. And the mouth is a little bit different and a little bit better, so that's interesting. Even though it needs to be adjusted a little bit more, but at least I can adjust it. Actually, you know what? Let me adjust it really quickly. Hopefully, I can make it a little bit better. Give me guys 1 second. I'm gonna adjust it really quick. There you go. All right. Okay. Let's see. This should be a little bit better. Okay. Let's make it happen like that. Very nice. Okay. That should be a little bit better. Not too bad, I say. Okay. So the mouth is a little bit better. There you go. All right. Let's see. So you guys are ready to watch some amazing, lovely, awesome Dragon Ball fighting moment. You guys ready for the ultimate Dragon Ball adventure? In today's awesome, amazing fighting game? Well, fighting game. Well, it's more like fighting infused with other genres. So it's not just a fighting game, to be fair. So there's a lot of different things. But I'm excited, guys. I'm really excited. So I think everyone's ready. You guys are ready to have a great time. So, everybody, let's do this. Let's make it happen. So, see what we can do. All right, so let's pop our friend into the Discord. And we can begin. Everybody, say hello to Hero. Let's get him into the call. Mr. Hero, I summon ye.
NathanGamerPlays,
Hello.
you have summoned me.
I have summoned you, my Dragon Ball
You have
friend.
summoned Wario. You have summoned Wario.
It's nice to hear your voice, Wario friend. Welcome.
Wow.
Welcome in, welcome. Thank you for encouraging me to play a Dragon Ball game, especially if it's been a while since I touched a Dragon Ball game. So this is nice, this is exciting. I'm very happy. Thank you for encouraging me to try something new, because this is going to be an interesting one. I'm not too keen on free-to-play games at times, because I know their limitations, what they can usually be. But this looks promising. Looks very differently promising than most free-to-play games.
Yeah. I mean, I've been following this game since like day one, like since the first network test they did, which was a year ago. I've been following this game since the first test.
Nice.
And all the way through, it just keeps getting better. And
interesting.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm not normally a fan of all the MOBA games. So I don't either. Like, I'm not usually a fan of like League of Legends, Mobile Legends, Pokemon Unite, etc.
Yeah.
But number one is Dragon Ball, so of course I'm gonna like it.
Yeah, true.
And number two, this is actually a really fun game. I really do enjoy it a lot.
Dragon Ball.
So compared to this, actually, let me show the people.
Is it better than Dragon Ball Z Kakarot? No. Is it good for a free-to-play MOBA game? Absolutely.
Yeah. Everybody, have a look at the game screen. Here it is. Everybody, welcome to Dragon Ball Gekishin. What? How do you pronounce that? Squadra?
Dragon Ball. Gekishin Squadra.
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 Can I just say,
That's how I say it
the
all the
first
time.
thing I really like about this is the design of the intro itself. Like the game scene, the starting scene of the game. That looks nice already, the visuals. The visuals look tempting, especially Super Saiyan 3. Fucking amazing. Also, I just noticed there's the
Oh, Budokai and...
Wait a minute,
That's a
I
tough
just
one,
noticed the guy in the back where Goku in his Super Saiyan 3, that is the one that he fought in the Tournament of Power, and he was a very
Yep,
strong
got a
one.
destruction Topo.
Yeah, Topo. Is his name Topo?
Yeah.
Topo.
It was him and Jiren.
And Jiren.
Yeah,
if there's
but,
Jiren in this
Jiren
game.
isn't in the game yet.
Oh, shit.
So Topo and Gotenks, they're not in the game yet. It's only Super Saiyan 3 Goku at the moment.
That's a shame. That's so cool, though. I mean, it's still new, so they're still adding stuff. But yeah, there's Deborah. Remind me again, Deborah
And
is
Deborah's here.
the vampire dude, right? I think.
Yep.
Is he a vampire?
Cell, the Gammas.
He's
He's more of a demon. So he was the former king of the demon realm before Goma.
Before he got eaten by Majin Buu.
Yeah.
Right, I remember. He got turned into a cake or some shit pile of... Or
He
something.
got turned into a cookie, I believe.
Oh, cookie. And he got eaten by Majin Buu.
I don't know if this is better than the Budokai or Tenkaichi. I don't know if this is because
this is really cool.
I did play Budokai once, and it is really good actually.
Ah.
Like a Budokai is a really fun game, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure.
Free. All right. So I'm gonna show the chat the cutscene because there's a really cool cutscene that's gonna be played. So everybody, let's dive into the cutscene together. The cutscene looked promising.
Let's do it.
Let's react to it, shall we? Let's do it. This looks nice. I have to say that I'm intrigued already. I can't believe this is a mobile game to begin with, because it looks visually nice.
It doesn't run good on mobile. I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah.
But that's to be expected, to be honest.
But for a Switch 2 game, I think this would be fun. I have to say.
I mean, it is on Switch 1 and Switch 2, I believe.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it looks nice.
I don't think it's on Xbox though. I think that's the only console it didn't come out on was Xbox.
This might be a stupid question, but does it support crossplay?
Yes.
Oh, thank God. Nice.
Yes. I'm playing on PlayStation, so
I'm happy.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know some games they don't support it, so I wouldn't be surprised because it's still new. And I know some games it took them a while before they released that feature, so that's cool. Interesting.
Like it started just as a mobile game, and then it went on to